Hey guys, it feels like spring today, coming to you from Long Island, New York. As you can see, we filled up the green stalks with more soil because they lost so much soil. I left the strawberries at the level they're at because it's hard for us to get soil now. So I wound up planting, what did I seed? Cilantro, radishes, 2 types of lettuce, and whatever is kind of like maybe coming back. So the scallions are overwintered, which is great. So I put some more in there. I started some bunchy onions downstairs in the basement. I'll show you guys that later. But you can see like things are starting to come back. It was a rough winter, but the hellebore is blooming. Some of it. The baby ones didn't do so great because it was so cold. There's blooms at the bottom there. I had covered them because it was below temperatures a few nights. But basically everything seemed to be okay. This one's got flowers on it. That's gonna open soon. The ones back there looking a little rough. Everything kind of got beat bad. But the cleavers came back. We've got cress that came back. Mugwort's coming back. So I'm going to start foraging from this. There's some henbit in here. There's some thistle. So here's thistle. This is henbit. Here's a primrose, an evening primrose, which we use the seeds to make oil. But some peony eyes are sprouting. This is all good signs. Fertilla is coming up back there. The fig is fine, even though I didn't cover it. So I left it close to the house. I was hoping it would be okay. But this is where we had the tomatoes last year, but there was blight. We've got daffodils coming up now. So I'm just gonna put all the squashes here and see how that goes. So I'm walk over to the garden with you. Our strawberries, mullein. I've been cleaning this bed out. This bed is getting dismantled. The only thing that's left in this is that's horseradish back there and some fennel. But everything else I took out. Any perennial herbs I had in here, I moved to the green stalk. I did not get a chance to trim the blueberries. I'm just gonna leave them and say whatever happens, happens, because the weather's been so weird. So yesterday it was like in the 50s and today it's in the high 50s, but it's very windy. I pulled out the rest of the kale and the collards because it froze and it was not going to come back. It was starting to rot. I pulled out the last of the rutabaga and I used it in dog food when I made dog food on Thursday. So Bee gets whatever we eat. So I make dog food for her with organ meat and organic vegetables. So you can see the elderberries are starting to pop. And things are starting to wake back up, which is a good sign. There's a lot of chaos right now in the world, so it makes me feel good to see things coming back. Poppies coming back, some lilies, some irises, some black-eyed Susans, some Montauk daisies. So it doesn't look like I lost too much. Some more daffodils. This is the elderberries that we took cuttings. You can see that they are rooted really nicely. They're not moving at all. And I still have a few I have to pot up. I didn't get a chance yet. This is where we move the medicinals in the wintertime, closer to the house because of rodents and also because it keeps them a little bit warmer, a little bit more sheltered. So then I have more likelihood of them coming back again. They're looking a little rough, but they'll get trimmed up and they should be okay. That's what's going on here outside in New York.